The mission of DSANI, the Down Syndrome Association of Northeast Indiana, is to enhance the lives of people living with Down syndrome, advocate on their behalf, provide information and support to families and professionals, and promote acceptance and inclusion of people with Down syndrome. Here to share more about their upcoming camp is Executive Director Shelley Yoder. Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Jessica.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you again, too.
Yes, and so you have an upcoming camp that sounds really exciting, and I can't wait to learn all about it.
Yes.
But first, share with us about DSANI. Give us a little background and history about the organization.
Sure. DSANI has been in existence for over 20 years now. It was started originally by a group of parents who wanted a place for their children with Down syndrome to belong. So from there, we've made great strides over those 20-some years in impacting families in an 11-county area in Northeast Indiana. We do outreach to new and expectant parents. We do outreach to doctors and hospitals too, because they're very important in helping us connect to families who can benefit from our services and the programs we offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And share with us a little bit about the programs and the services.
Yes, so we have a number of programs through the year. We do a number of all DSANI activities, which is where we invite our member families to do different activities with us throughout the year, you know, whether that's a Tin Caps game, a Fall Fest, an upcoming pony ride event, all kinds of things. So families get the chance to network with their entire families. We also have social groups that are age appropriate from birth through the lifespan that our friends with Down syndrome can participate in. We also have a very active moms group and an active dads group.
Nice.
Lots of different things that we do. We also bring in professionals to talk to our families. This fall we're going to bring in a doctor who specializes in adults with Down syndrome, and he is just a wealth of knowledge, a gem of a man. We're looking forward to hosting him this fall.
Yes, I love that. And you say specializing or specifically featuring adults with Down syndrome,
Yes.
because a lot of times we think young, right? We think babies and kids and high schoolers, but really this is a condition that spans throughout any age.
It does, and you know, one of the great things is that the lifespan for a person with Down syndrome has expanded greatly in the last 10 to 15 years, you know.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow.
It is.
Yeah.
The life expectancy for someone with Down syndrome now is 64.
Wow.
In 20 years ago, it was 25. So that's a big increase, not only because you have people who are living in their communities, they're not being segregated. You have health care that has greatly risen to the occasion, and that continues more and more and more. And Dr. Chacoin, the doctor I spoke of, who's located in Chicago, he was integral in developing the first set of medical care guidelines for adults with Down syndrome. So because there are just some different nuances that our physicians need to be aware of when treating adults with Down syndrome.
Yeah, that's so important. The more we know, we can do better.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I would love to talk about your upcoming camp.
Yes.
That's happening in June. So share with us about it, please.
Yes, we are happy to be bringing back the iCan Bike Camp to Fort Wayne, June 5th through the 9th. iCan Bike Camp, for those not familiar with it, is a camp that specializes in teaching people ages 8 and over with an intellectual or developmental disability. So, you know, Down syndrome, autism, just some other, you know, maybe a seizure disorder. Those are some of the diagnoses we see in this camp. They have a proprietary system that teaches those children and those adults, in some cases, how to become comfortable on a two-wheel bike. And, you know, some people might go, why is that so important? It's important for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, they can be more active with their own families. They can do things in their neighborhood with neighbors, with friends, with their siblings. The sense of confidence you see with our successful riders at the end of the week is just amazing.
Yeah, just the opportunity to do it yourself. You know, it does feel to me it strikes a level of independence.
Absolutely.
Like you said, confidence, even building physically the balance and developing the core. And there's so many mechanics that goes into riding a bike that we just take for granted, right?
Exactly.
And so I love that you are empowering those that may have difficulties to be able to accomplish something. That is so cool.
Yes,
that is so cool.
It's a very neat week. Here's your invitation. Come out June 5th through the 9th. It'll be at Turnstone at the Plasman Athletic Center, and it's just an inspiring, heartwarming week, quite frankly.
Yes, and in order to pull off something like that, you have to have volunteers.
Yes.
And I understand that you are in need of a lot of volunteers to pull this off.
We are. Volunteers are absolutely critical to the success of camp every year, and we have many, many openings. For those who might want to check into being a volunteer, you know, I would say it's a commitment 5 days, Monday through Friday, for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
We have 5 sessions to choose from through the day. You'll pretty much be paired probably with the same rider most week or most of the week, just for consistency for the rider. You know, many of my friends are very routine driven, so if we can provide the same volunteer every day, the success is even greater.
Yes.
You will be, especially towards the end of the week, running alongside a bike, just a spot.
Yeah.
Now, I will say on the back of the bikes, there's a handle, so you don't have to, you know, bend down and grab a seat like you normally would if you're teaching someone to ride a bike. So there is a handle you can grab, so that makes it a little bit easier, but it's a very fulfilling opportunity. A great opportunity for sports teams who are doing summer conditioning, for volunteer groups, for high school service groups who need service hours. We're more than willing to fill out those service hour forms if someone needs it.
That is, and this is a different way and an exciting way to serve, because really you're a part of that journey, helping them and just providing a support alongside those who are learning to ride.
Yes.
And as you said, this could actually bring out a whole different group of volunteers from those of different athletic departments, whether it be in high school or even college, around town, or even firefighters, police officers, any professional that provides strength and being able to provide that confidence that the riders need.
Yes, it's amazing to watch. You know, every year that we've held the camp, I watch volunteers come in, and you can tell they're kind of like, okay, what am I going to be doing? By the end of the week, they are so invested in their rider, and they end up with a lifelong fan that they never had an idea was going to happen when they walked into that camp the first time. So,
so wonderful.
Yes.
So wonderful. Thank you so much, Shelley.
Thank
for
you.
sharing about your organization and your upcoming camp. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you would like more information about DSANI's upcoming iCan Bike Camp, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back.